Let me start the class. Welcome to the lecture number 13 of compiler design. So in this class we will go through one of the bottom up parsers, that is simple LR. So L stands for left to right scan of input and R stands for rightmost derivation of the string. So here you see, today we will go through the simple LR parsing. So first let me explain you the steps to construct the LR parsing table by using one example. Then in the next class I will tell you the algorithm for everyone. Okay, so let me go through one example. So let me first make it felt tip. Let me change the pointer option to felt tip. Yes. So here, what is the question? So you may get a question like this: consider the SLR parsing table. Construct the SLR parsing table for the following grammar. Also construct the DFA for the same. So what you will do first, in step number 1, you have to number the productions. So step number 1. So what you have to do? You have to first number the productions. Number the productions. So here how many productions are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 productions are there. So we will have to number it. So first production is E gives to E plus T. So this is production number 1. Then E gives to T. This is production number 2. Next T gives to T star F. This is production number 3. Next T gives to F. This is production number 4. Next F gives to ID. This is production number 5. Right? So in step number 1 what we will do? We will number the productions. Next we will go through step number 2. So in step number 2 what we will do? In step number 2 we will compute the first and follow of all the non-terminals. So compute first and follow. So let me compute the first and follow of this grammar. So first let me compute the first. So what I will do? So I have to start from first of F. So first of F is nothing but it is ID. So those who have forgotten how to compute first and follow, please go through the lectures where I have told you how to compute the first and follow. Next we will compute the first of T. So first of T. So while computing first of T, we have to look at the productions which left hand side contains T. So there are two productions. One is T gives to T star F, another one is T star F. Okay. So here we will get what? So first of T is nothing but we will get first of T star F union first of F. So in first of T star F you will get first of T. So here we are computing the first of T. What we will do? We will simply ignore it. We will just go through first of F. So first of F is nothing but ID. So first of T equal to ID. Then first of E. So first of E is nothing but, here there are two productions, E gives to E plus T and E gives to T. So it is nothing but first of E plus T union first of T. So first of E plus T means here we will get first of E. So as we are computing first of E, we will ignore it. Then we will go through first of T. So first of T is nothing but ID. So the first of F is ID, first of T is ID and first of E is ID. Next let me compute the follow. Okay. So first I will compute the follow of E. So follow of E, here E is the start symbol. So dollar will be present in the follow of E. So dollar will be present. Union, here you see while computing follow, what do we have to say? We have to look at the right hand side of the production where it contains E. So here you see this is a production E gives to E plus T where the right hand side contains E. So follow of E is nothing but first of rest. So it is nothing but union first of plus t. So first of plus t, what you will get? First of plus t, you will get plus. So here you will get dollar comma plus. Next we will compute follow of t. So follow of t. Follow of t, how will you compute follow of t? Follow of t is nothing but where you are having t on the right hand side, that you have to compute. So here you see in this production e gives to e plus t. So follow of t is nothing but follow of e. So follow of t is nothing but follow of e. Union, here you see here you are having t. So follow of t is nothing but first of remaining. Okay. So what is the first of remaining? First of star f. Union first of star f. So what you will get? Follow of e, you will get dollar plus first of star f. What you will get? You will get star. Next we will compute follow of f. So follow of f is nothing but here you see where you are having f on the right hand side, that you have to compute. So here you are having f. So follow of f is nothing but follow of t. And here also t gives to f is a production. So follow of f is nothing but follow of t. So follow of f equal to follow of t. What is follow of t? Dollar plus star. Yes. So I hope all of you have understood the step number 2. In step number 2, we will compute the fast and follow. So if you have forgotten, please go through the lectures on computing fast and follow. Next we will go through step number 3. So what is step number 3? In step number 3, we will find the augmented grammar. So find the augmented grammar. So I will tell you why we are doing all these things. So first let me tell you how to do it, then I will tell you why to do it. Okay. So augmented grammar. So in the augmented grammar, what we will do, here you see we are having this much of productions. E gives to e plus t, e gives to t, t gives to t star f, t gives to f, and f gives to id. So everything will be there in the augmented grammar. Apart from this, what we will do, we will insert another start symbol s, which will give to the previous start symbol e. So previously the start symbol was e. So here we will add another production where we will take another start symbol and that will give to the previous start symbol. So s gives to e. So this is the extra production what we will add. Then what we have, e gives to e plus t or t. So e gives to e plus t, e gives to t, t gives to t star f, t gives to f, f gives to id. So you see these much productions are there in our original grammar. So in augmented grammar, what do you have to do? You have to add an extra production. So there we will use a new variable s, which will become the new start symbol for this grammar. So this is step number 3. So I hope it is dead easy. All of you have understood how can you find the augmented grammar. Next, in step number 4, what we will do? We will find the or compute the LR0 canonical collection of items. Canonical collection of items. I will tell you why we are doing these things, but first let me tell you how we will do it. Okay. So first what we will do, we will compute the closures. So first we will compute the closure. So closure of s gives to e. So or here you can say s gives to dot e. Okay. So here you see, here we will compute the s gives. We will start from the first production which we have included in the augmented grammar. Okay. So s gives to dot e. So what we will get? We will get s gives to dot e. So you see, when you are getting a dot variable production, what you will do? You have to include all the productions of this variable which has come after the dot. Okay. So here S gives to dot E. So what we will do? We will include the productions of E. So what are the productions of E? E gives to dot E plus T. So here we will go through E gives to dot E plus T. E gives to, then what are they? E give to T means E gives to dot T. So here you see, here we have got dot T. Dot T means what we will do? We will include all the productions of T. So T gives to dot T star F. T gives to dot F. So we have got dot F. So what we will do? We will include all the productions of F. Okay. So we will do F gives to dot ID. So this is called as the first item, or we will call it as I0. Okay. So next what we will do? We will go to I0, comma. So here now we will start to jump the symbols. So here you see there is a E, so we can jump this one. So go to I0, comma E. So go to I0, comma E. So what we will get? We will get S gives to E dot. You see, we have just jumped the symbol E. So in which other production we are having dot E? In this production we are having dot E. So what we will do? We will get E gives to E dot plus T. So now here you see, here we have got dot plus. So plus is a terminal, so we will not derive its string. Okay. So what we will do? This one we will call it as I1. Next, what other symbols we can jump? We can jump the T. Dot T is there. So what we will do? Go to I0, comma T. So what we will get? We will get E gives to T dot and T gives to T dot star F. Okay. So if you are having any doubt, please ask me. Don't hesitate to ask. Okay. So here you see, here we will name it as I2. Right. So let me write it over here. Next, go to I0, comma. What other symbols we can jump? We can jump the F. Okay. So go to I0, comma F. So what we will get? We will get T gives to F dot. So this is called as I3. Now what other symbols we can jump? We can jump the ID. So here we will go to I0, comma ID. So I0, comma ID means, so here you see dot ID is there. So we can go through F gives to ID dot. Okay. So this is called as I4. Now let me go through. Can I jump any other symbol from I0? You see, we have jumped E, we have jumped T, we have jumped F, we have jumped ID. So you see, in I0 we have jumped all the symbols that appear immediately after the dot. So now what do we have to go through? We have to go through I1. In I1 what we can jump? We can, here you see the dot is present at the end. So we cannot jump it. But here the dot is present after the E or before plus. So what we can do? We can write go to I1, comma plus. So here let me write it. Go to I1, comma plus. So what we will get? E gives to E plus. So I have jumped the plus dot T. So dot T means what I have to do? I have to include all the T productions. Okay. So all the T productions means what I will get? T gives to dot T star F. T gives to dot F. So here you see, here I have got dot F. Dot F means what I have to do? I have to include all the F productions. So F gives to dot ID. So now you see, this is, I will name it as I5. So now you see, in I1 I have jumped. Now in I2 what I can jump? Here it is already jumped the T. Here I can jump the star. Okay. So here what I will do? Go to go to I2 comma star. So if I will jump the star, what I will get? I will get t gives to t star dot f. Here I will jump the star. Okay. So I will get t gives to t star dot f. So t gives to t star dot f. Dot f means what I will do? I will include all the f productions over here. So I will include all the f productions. So f gives to dot id. Okay. So now this one I will name it as I6. Now in I2 can I jump anything else? No, everything is jumped. In I3 can I jump anything? You see dot is at the end, so I cannot jump. In I4 can I jump? You see dot is at the end, I cannot jump. Now I will go through I5. In I5 can I jump anything? Yes, in I5 there is dot t. Dot t means what I can do? I can jump the t. Okay, so here I can jump the t. So here let me write go to I5 comma t. I5 comma t. So what I will get? Let me jump. So let me jump the t. So I will get e gives to e plus t dot. So I will get e gives to e plus t dot. So here I have jumped the t. Next what I will get? T give to t dot star f. This one. Okay. Here I can jump the t also. So t gives to t dot star f. Anything else can I jump? No. T I cannot jump. So this much. So this will be termed as I7. I7. Item 7. Now in I5 can I jump anything else? Go to I5 comma. So you see, can I jump anything else? Yes, I can jump the f. T gives to dot f is there, so I can do it. T gives to f dot. So go to I5 comma. So I5 comma f. I5 comma f. So what I will get? So you see where I can jump the f. T gives to dot f is there, so it will become t gives to f dot. So it will become t gives to f dot. Now you see whether is this already existing in any item set? Yes. You see t gives to f dot is I3. So go to I5 comma f will give you I3. So if an item set is already existing, no need to create a new one. Okay. But if it is not existing, then you have to create a new one. Then in I5, can we jump anything else? Yes, we can jump the ID. F gives to ID. So what I will do? I will write go to. So here I will write go to I5 comma ID. So what I will get? I will get. Let me see the production. F gives to ID was there. Okay. So I will get F gives to ID dot. Now whether is this production already existing in an item? Yes, you see in I4 it is already existing. So what do you have to do? You have to name it as I4. I4. Now you see in I5 we have jumped all the symbols. Now we have to go through I6. So in I6 what we can jump? We can jump the F. So go to I6 comma f. So what we will get? We will get t gives to t star f dot. So whether it is existing one or new one, you see this is a new one. So what we will do? We will give it as I8. Now in I6 can we jump anything else? Yes, this one we can jump. F gives to dot id. So go to I6 comma id. So what we will get? F gives to id dot. So f gives to id dot is already existing in I4. You see in I4 it is already existing. So I6 comma id will give you I4. Okay, so now what we will do, I6 is over. Now we can go through I7. In I7 what we can jump? You see, in I7 what we can jump? T is already jumped. So here we can jump the star. So go to I7 comma star. So what we will get? We will get T gives to T star dot F. Dot F means what we have to do? We have to add all the productions of F. So F gives to dot ID. Now we have to say whether these productions are already in an item set. Yes, you see it is same to I6. Okay, I6 T gives to T star F dot F. Here T gives to T star dot F. F gives to dot ID. F gives to dot ID. So go to I7 comma star gives to I6. Is that clear? Next, in I7, can we jump something else? No. So now we have to go through I8. So come to here I8. So I8, you see the dot appears at the end, so we cannot jump the dot to any other symbol. So now you see in I8 we cannot have any more, and after I8 we do not have I9. It means this iterative procedure will terminate over here. Okay, so now we will draw the DFA for this one. So initially what we have I0, right? So I0 is the initial state. Now I0 by taking E as input, it goes to its state I1. So I0 by taking E as input, it goes to I1. Next, I0 by taking T as input, it goes to I2. So I0 by taking T as input, it goes to I2. Next, I0 by taking, let me see. So I0 by taking F as input, it goes to I3. And ID as input, it goes to I4. So let me draw these two. So F as input, it goes to I3, and ID as input, it goes to I4. Okay, so here you see, so go to I0 comma E, means I0 by taking E as input. To which state it moves to I1. That's why I have written I0 by taking E as input, it goes to I1. Right? Now here you see, go to I0 comma T. So I0 by taking T as input. What is the next state? I2. So that's why I have written I0 by taking T as input, it goes to I2. Okay, so now I hope your doubt is cleared. Yes? Sir. Okay. So now you see, now you will go through. So I0 is over. So now we will go through I1. Go to I1 comma plus, means I1 by taking plus as input. What is the next state? I5. So I1 by taking plus as input. I1 by taking plus as input. The next state is I5. Right? So now we will go through I1. So I1 by taking plus as input, we have moved to I5. Now let us go through I2 by taking star as input, it goes to I6. So I2 by taking star as input, it goes to I6. Right? So now I5 by taking T as input moves to I7. So I5 by taking T as input, it moves to I7. Then I5 by taking F as input, it moves to I3. So I5 by taking F as input, it moves to I3. By taking F as input, it moves to I3. Next, I5 by taking ID as input, it moves to I4. So I5 by taking ID as input, it moves to I4. So no need to draw me this one. No need to draw this one. So by taking ID as input, it moves to I4. Okay. So next, I6 by taking F as input, it moves to I8. So I6 by taking F as input, so let me draw it over here. By taking F as input, it moves to I8. I8, right? So next, I6 by taking ID as input, it moves to I4. So I6 by taking ID as input, I6 by taking ID as input, so let me draw it over here. I6 I6 by taking ID as input, it moves to I4. ID as input, it moves to I4. Okay. Next, I7 by taking star as input, it moves to I6. So I7 by taking star as input, it moves to I6. So these are the jumps I am doing. Okay. So I7 by taking star as input. So here it takes a star as input, it moves to I6. So now you see I have drawn the DFA for this one. Next what I have to do, I have to draw the X1 and Goto table for this one. So by using the X1 and Goto table, we will be able to know whether to perform the shift operation or to perform the reduce operation. So in the last class, I have told you one of the popular bottom-up parsers, that is shift reduce parser. So in shift reduce parser, what we are using? We are using a stack to identify the handles, and we are using a input buffer to hold the input. Now from the input buffer we are either shifting the symbols onto the stack, or we are performing the reduce operations. Okay, but whether to perform the shift operations or to perform the reduce operations, that can be known by viewing the X1 and Goto table. And by using SLR parser, how can you construct the X1 and Goto table? Let me explain you. Okay, so we will construct the X1 Goto table. So X1 and Goto table. So how will you construct this one? So here how many items are there? From I0 to I8 there are 9 items. So I have to draw 9 plus 1, 10 rows. So 1 is the header row and 9 are the from I0 to I8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Okay, so now you see, so here I will write I0, I1, I2, I3, the items. Okay, I4, I5, I6, I7 and I8. Okay, so here this one I will term it as, so here I will write the X1 and here I will write the Goto, right? So under X1 I will put the terminals. So how will you remember it? At. Okay, so X1, A for terminals. So here what are the terminals over here? So we are having the terminals as plus, we are having the terminals as star, we are having the terminals as ID, and we are having another terminal that is called as dollar. Okay, so in Goto table what will be there? The variables will be there. So what are the variables? E, T and F. Okay, so now how to construct the X1 and Goto table, let me explain you. So first you have to look at the DFA. Okay, so I0 by taking E as input, what is the next state? I1. So if it is a variable, so you simply have to write 1. Okay, so I0 by taking E as input, what is the next state? It's I1. So here you have to write 1. Okay, so now I0 by taking T as input, what is the next state? I2. I2 means what you will write? You will simply write 2. Okay, so here we will just change the state. We will not shift or we will not reduce, we will simply shift the state. Next, I0 by taking F as input. What do you have to do? We will go through the state I3. So go to state I3 means I0 by taking F as input. The next state is I3. So here I will write 3. Okay. So now I0 by taking ID as input. So you see ID is a terminal. So ID is a terminal means what do we have to do? In Xn table we will write. Okay. So in Xn table what we will write? I0 by taking ID as input. The next state is I4. So we will simply write S4. So I0 ID as input we will do S4. S4 means shift operation and move to the state number 4. Okay, so I will explain in the next class. I will clearly explain you why we are doing all these things, but right now you just understand how to do it. Okay, so next I0 is over now. Yes, you can pick the question. S4, why we are writing S4? Because we have to perform a shift operation and then we have to change the state to state number 4. That's why we are writing S4. Okay, so when you are getting a variable, what you can do, in variables you cannot shift. What you can do, we can change the states from 1, from then we can go through 2, then we can go through 5, then we can go through anything. So if you are getting a variable, you will not shift it. What you have to do it? You have to just change the state. But if you are getting a terminal, you have to either shift it or you have to reduce it and then you have to change the state. So in the next class, I will clearly explain you why you are doing all these things. But right now, you try to understand how I am doing it. Okay? Okay. So next, I0 is over. Next, we will go through I1. I1 by taking plus as input. So I1 by taking plus as input. What is the next state? The next state is I5. So I1 by taking plus as input. I1 by taking plus as input. What is the next state? I5. I5 means what we will do? We will perform a shift operation. We will perform a shift operation. So we will perform a shift operation, then we will change the state to state number 5. Next, I2 by taking star as input, it goes to I6. So I2 by taking star as input, it goes to I6. So what we will write? Shift and change the state to 6. Next, I3 by taking I3, no, it doesn't take any input and it doesn't change its state. I4 also doesn't change its state, so no need to go for it. Let's go to I5. So I5 by taking T as input, what is the next state? I7. So I5 by taking T as input, what is the next state? I7. So I7 means what we will write? We will simply write a 7 over here. But if it is a terminal, then we have to write S7. Okay. So as it is not a terminal, it is a variable, T is a variable, we are simply writing 7. So we will simply change the state. We will not shift it. Okay. Next. I5 by taking F as input. Where we will go? We will go through I3. Okay. I5 by taking F as input. So where we will go? We will go to I3. So I5 by F. I5 by F. We will go through I3. So we will simply write 3. Next, I5 by taking ID as input. This one. I5 by taking ID as input. Where it goes? It goes to I4. So I5 ID. So I5 by taking ID as input. So here we will write S4. Okay. So if it is a variable, we will simply write 1, 2, 3, those things. If it is a terminal, we have to write shift plus the state number. Okay. S4 or S5 or S6 like this. Next, I6. I6 by taking F as input. What is the next state? I8. So here you see I5 by taking F as input. The next state is I8. So I6 by taking F as input, the next state is I8. So we will simply write 8. Okay. Next, I6. Is there any other? Yes. I6 by taking ID as input, it goes to I4. So I6 by taking ID as input, it will go to I4. So S4. Okay, then I6, is there any other product, any other state transition? No, from I6. Then we will go through I7. So I7, by taking star as input, it goes to I6. So I7, by taking star as input, it goes to I7. Sorry, it goes to I6. Let me check it again. I7, by taking star as input, it goes to I6. Okay, so we will write shift 6. So I7 star, we will write shift 6. So I hope all of you have understood how to write the shifts, okay, and how to change the states. Now what we have to see? Now we have to see how to perform the reduce operation. Yes, all of you are clear up to how to perform the shift operation or how to know the shift operations? All of you are clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now what we will do, we will learn how to find the reduce operations. Okay. So for that what we have to do, we have to look at the productions. So here you see, we have to look at the production and we have to search for a production like alpha dot. A gives to alpha dot. It means what? The dot is present at the end. Okay. So in I0, is there any production where dot is present at the end? No. There is no production where dot is present at the end. But you see in I1 there is a production. This is the production where dot is present at the end. So here you see S gives to start symbol E. Initially the start symbol was E dot. So what you will do in I1 under dollar production you have to write except. Okay, this is always you have to write. Okay, under I1 under dollar column you have to write except. So this is always, okay. So always under I1 and dollar you have to write except. Because why? Because you see in the augmented grammar we have added a new production. Here you see in the augmented grammar we have added a new production S gives to E. So when we will compute the dot, so S gives to dot E will be there in I0. So in I1 always what we will get? In I1 always we will get S gives to E dot. Okay. So irrespective of the number of productions, type of productions, we will always get the start symbol dot in I1. So always what you have to do, always under I1 row and dollar column you have to write except. Okay. So this is always. Next, how to know whether to perform the reduce operation or not. So here you see, again we have to search for the productions of the form A gives to alpha dot. So under I1, is there any other production where dot is present at the end? No. Now let me go through I2. So in I2, whether there is a production where dot is present at the end? Yes, you see. So here dot is present at the end. Okay. So here dot is present at the end. So what is the production? The production is E gives to T dot. Okay. So now you have to look. This is which number production. So E gives to T is which number production? E gives to T is 2 number production. Which number production? 2 number production. So now what you have to write? You have to write R2. Okay. So you have to write R2 because E gives to T is a second number production. So you will write R2. All of you please listen carefully. Okay. Why I have written R2? Because E gives to T is the second number production. Now where to write R2? You have to write the R2 in the follow of E or in the follow of the left hand side variable. So what is there in the left hand side? You are having E. So follow of E in I0, in I2 row and in follow of E. So what is the follow of E? Let me see follow of E. So follow of E is plus and dollar. Okay. So under plus and dollar column, under I2 row, you have to write R2. All of you have understood? So why to write R2? Because this production contains a dot at the end and this production's number is 2. That's why I have written R2. Where I will write R2? I have to compute the follow of E. So follow of E is plus and dollar. So under plus and dollar I have to write R2. So now you come to here. So I2 under plus and dollar I will write R2. So R2 I will write R2. Is that clear? Let me go through another example so that you will be much more clear. Okay. So now I2 is over. In I2 there is no other production where dot is appearing at the end. Now let me go through I3. So I3 is, you see in I3 there is a production whose rightmost side contains a dot symbol. So T gives to F. So what you have to do? First you have to find this is which number production. So T gives to F is which number production? T gives to F is 4 number production. So what you will write? You will write R4. But where you will write R4? Sir, we will write R4 under the follow of T. So the production is T gives to F dot. This is a fourth number production. So we will write R4. Where we will write R4? We will write R4 under the follow of T. Is that clear? So what is the follow of T? Let me see what is the follow of T. The follow of T is plus star dollar. Okay. So under plus star dollar and under the row I3 I will write R4. So under the row I3, so under the row I3, under plus star dollar I will write R4, R4, R4 and R4. All of you have understood? Next let me go through another example, okay, another one. So I3 we have covered. Next let us check I4. So in I4 whether there is a production where dot is at the end? Yes, there is a production F gives to ID dot. So this is which number production? This is fifth number production. Fifth number production means what I will write? I will write R5. But where I will write R5? I will write R5 under the follow of F. So what is the follow of F? You see, what is the follow of F? Follow of F is plus star dollar. So under plus star dollar, under I4 row, I will write R5. So under I4 row, under plus star dollar, I will write R5. So R5, R5, R5. Is that clear? Now let me go through I5. In I5 whether there is a dot at the end? No, there is no dot at the end in I5. So I will not go through I5. So I will go through I6. So now in I6 whether dot is present at the end? No, in I6 also dot doesn't present in the end. So I will not have to go through I6. Now let us go through I7. In I7 whether dot present at the end? Yes, in this production dot is present at the end. Yes. So in this production dot is present at the end. So what you have to write? Sir, we have to write R. R, how much R? So we have to look at the production number. So E gives to E plus T is which number production? E gives to E plus T is first number production. So what we will write? We will write R1. So we will write, here we will write R1. But where we will write R1? Under the follow of E. So what is the follow of E? Follow of E is dollar and plus. So you see follow of E is dollar and plus. Follow of E is dollar and plus. So under dollar and plus, we have to write R1. So in which number row? I7 row. So I7 row, go to I7 row. Under dollar and plus, you will write R1. R1, R1. So I7 is over. Now let us go for I8. In I8 whether dot appears at the end? Yes, dot appears at the end. So what we have to write? We have to write R, the production number. So R. So T gives to T star F is which production number? Let me see. T gives to T star F is third number production. So what I will write? I will write R3. So where I will write R3? I will write R3 under follow of T. Follow of T is plus star dollar. So here I will write R3 under plus star dollar. Right? So under which row? I8. So I8 plus star dollar. I will write R. How much? I will write R3. Okay. Okay. So I will write R3. So plus star dollar, I will write R3. All of you have understood how to construct the action and Goto table for SLR parsing. All of you have understood how to perform, how to obtain the shift operations, how to obtain the reduce operations, and how to make the state changes. I will tell you why you are doing this in the next class. Okay? All of you have understood? I want your answers.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So thank you for today this much. So we will go through the next class, and in the next class we will go through SLR parsing again, but I will go through the algorithm for SLR parsing. So today what I have explained you, in the next class I will tell you why you are doing those things and the algorithm for those.